This is where we do random shit and have a whole lot of fun. Let's connect over on the Tickety Talk. I am just lovely. Like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back to the boudoir, baby. This is where we do random shit and have a whole lot of fun. Let's connect over on the Tickety Talk. I am just lovely. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all. I don't know what was going on. But honey, let me tell y'all something. That macaroni and cheese challenge was the goddamn shit, you hear me? So the next challenge up is the Hey Miss Blackberry, Lynn TG, June G, and Miss Naomi. Hey. Now as we did the poll, we found out the next challenge will be the lasagna challenge. Then they said they were gonna do a pound cake challenge. I think your girl gonna join that goddamn pound cake challenge now. Now let me tell y'all something. I have to put my spin on it because while I was down in that goddamn chat, that chat was moving a little too fast for me. Welcome to the chat, just Andrea. That chat was, I mean that yeah, the chat was moving a little too fast for me. And I felt like what I was saying wasn't getting seen. And I was like, God damn, I wish I was a motherfucking judge because I had some shit to say. I had some shit to say. Now, if any of y'all go over there on the LSA thread, somebody had screenshot Uppity house. And when I tell y'all that shit is disgusting, how in the fuck can you get up there and talk all that shit? And you got there to us, y'all need to use angles. Y'all might have roaches. Y'all house nasty. And you cooking out a motherfucking cast iron skillet. And look, I have made macaroni and cheese in a cast iron skillet before, but I know how to handle my motherfucking tools in my kitchen. I know for this, I'm gonna use maybe um I'm gonna use a silicone spoon or a silicone spatula. And I know for this shit right here, especially my non-sticks, I ain't going in my non-sticks with no metal at all. I want to preserve all my tools because when I go out and I purchase my Corningware and my Pyrex dishes and my good goddamn cast iron, I want to preserve my shit. You know, my grandmama, it's a no. Okay, so look, y'all, we know that everybody be having issues with when they go and set up these wish lists and things. What generally happens is you could get the person's address. So I set it up as private. If I sent you the link or you got the link, that means that whatever you purchase, I'm gonna get it because it's not, you don't have to have the shipping address. I'm gonna get it. Thank you, Miss Blackberry. I appreciate you. So I need to try and see because somebody, if I'm not mistaken, Sean S. They need to have a shipping address because I had set it up as private, and she sent me a coloring book today. And girl, that coloring book so goddamn pretty. It almost made me cry. I can't wait to color in it. You see, a bitch ain't even got a voice, but I'm telling y'all, that goddamn that challenge, that goddamn challenge. If it don't work, can you comment up under another one? Cause see, Sean S is also my twin, and Sean S sent me a present for my birthday. So I don't know if it's just because she has my address. Oh no, 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 no. She didn't send me nothing for my birthday. She actually sent me a really nice magnet that I have on my refrigerator when my dad died. And I wasn't expecting anything from anybody. So she sent me a really, and then y'all, it was a picture of me and my daddy. And I'm like, God damn it, this motherfucker gonna make me cry. And so I don't know if that's the way she sent it because she already had my address. Because, like I said, I didn't ask for anything when my father died. And I just went to my mailbox one day and I had something in there. Now, I've had birthday wish lists before and she sent me something. So I don't know if she kept my address because I didn't make it private. But I went and researched how you can do it without people getting your address, and I followed those instructions. So I don't know. But just comment under one of my videos or this video and let me know what happens. So then I can go back and try and figure out what to do in order for me to be able to get it. I have a cousin too that actually sent me some things off of there. So I don't know if he just got my address too from my dad's death. But anyway, back to the commentary, girl. I got to talk to y'all. This is my review. This is my review. Yes, up in the need to go to Lane Bryant and get her some good bras. It's one thing to have a sagging ass bra and you don't adjust the straps. But when you got titties like that and you don't got down come on and with any bra and you feel like you gotta be seen on the motherfucking camera. See, Uppity was in a situation where she need a tripod. Your fucking house filtered than a motherfucker. And you don't never know if you gonna have some camera slips. You be talking about Yaya and her camera slips. Bitch, you cannot judge Yaya and her camera slip. Because, baby, them goddamn pictures they have over there on that motherfucking LSA. Girl, what the fuck? Now, I can't say that because you got a toddler, you got a child in your house who might be some goddamn coloring, them crayons probably all over the fucking wall. But it did look like somebody just took some mud and just scrubbed the goddamn wall. And so do your motherfucking floors. Bitch, if you don't goddamn mop them goddamn floors, you better. I ain't never seen a floor look like outside like that. You need to mop them motherfucking floor. Fuck wrong with you. And then you coming on there talking about everybody else. I think uppity thing is she reflect her life on everybody else. If you notice, she called Pizarro poverty. You everybody say Pizarro on welfare. But bitch, we know you are on welfare. You have told us that. So that's your name, poverty. Like you reject your life on everybody else. That's your issue. You need a fucking therapist, like Lynn T said. Okay, so I'm just going down it. Now, James made a great point when it came to MU. You look like one of them fruits and berry type bitches. And when we be talking to her about when she trying to cook shit, really it's not registering because first of all, she's not southern. And I'm not gonna say southern because that shit get on my nerves. But she's not from the deep, deep south. You know, in the deep, deep south, I still sometimes cook with pork neck bones and my goddamn greens. So yeah, yeah. I cook with the damn pork sometimes, and sometimes I cook with the turkey butts and the turkey necks and shit like that in my greens. But MU seem like she's the type of person that's a fruit, nuts, and berry type bitch. And when we be telling her, bitch, you need seasoning, you need seasoning, it's not registering to her because that's not a part of her lifestyle. And she just trying to fit in. At first, I thought the bitch was trolling us. I was saying to myself, like, you trolling us. You're not for real when it comes to this shit. But tonight, James made me realize that's definitely her life. That's not her lifestyle. It's not. So she's trying to fit in with the cooking. Okay, so up next, chat rap. Now, y'all, I gotta give it up for Chat Rap. I gotta give it up for Chat Rap. Because the last few times I done seen Chat Rap in her kitchen or rep. What is it? Rep. The last few times I done seen Chat Rap in her kitchen was when she was trying to cut a watermelon. And I was like, but isn't that the same cutting board she was using to cut that meat up on? Let me tell y'all something. As a cook in my kitchen, I have four cutting boards. I got one for fruits and vegetables. Then I got one for like my onions and bell peppers and my all of that, because I definitely don't want to, and I sterilize them when I clean them, but I'm not trying to cross contaminate in my kitchen. So we be saying Cherry Rap nasty. Oh my God, that she nasty. But tonight we're gonna give Cherry Rap some points because it looked like Cherry Rap cleaned that goddamn kitchen 5 times. It seemed like ever since she knew she was gonna join this competition, that she knew she had to be on point. We joned the hell out of her for being outside with those slippers and socks on last week with her titties hanging too. So I think that this week Chat Rap whole mission was to goddamn come on in and have us to look at her kitchen and say, God damn, it is clean. The oven looked like somebody said she cleaned that bitch 2 times today. The oven was clean, baby. The oven was clean. So I'm gonna give Chat Rap points for that. Now, when it came to Rick, Red like Ricky, y'all know I got child, honey, that motherfucker there. Oh, he get on my motherfucking nerves. And I was in the chat like, I know y'all ain't finna make me agree with Rick. God damn. But Uppity will do that to you. Uppity will make you goddamn love your neighbor, love thy neighbor. Cause the motherfucker kind of live up the street from me. So love thy neighbor. Girl, you made me love thy neighbor. Reed, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That goddamn roast look tender. That goddamn macaroni cheese, it kind of remind me of my mama macaroni cheese. But I'm gonna tell y'all who macaroni and cheese remind me of my mama macaroni cheese, and it looked right. I don't know why you self were talking about the cheese disappeared on Rick's. Rick macaroni and cheese looked really okay for me, but he wasn't my top. Let me think about that. He was in my top three. I think Rick was in my top three. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about Brooke. I don't give a damn what nobody motherfucking say. And y'all can say it I'm being biased because I don't care for Brooke that much. But I don't know. Some people are saying that marshmallows don't taste. You can't they don't really have a taste. But to me marshmallows have a taste because they cover it the out the bag that she poured on that macaroni. It's covered in powdered sugar. It's covered in powdered sugar. So basically, I agree, June G. I agree. Basically, it has powdered sugar on those marshmallows. So I don't want no sweet macaroni and cheese. I don't. I don't. I don't. Girl, I'm tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you. And something they did threw me all the way the fuck off. But I get it, okay? I get it. But now, one thing I can say about her is her plating. Now, It seemed like we be looking at some of the same, online or social media shelves, because I do use my measuring cup, the 1 cup measuring cup. I use that for quite a few things. Not only do I use that for plating, but I also use it for portion control. So I might not use a full cup. I might use a half cup, and I'll plate with that. With rice and stuff like that, I might use like a quarter cup, and I get that nice roundness. It's packed good, and it's gonna sit on the plate real, real nice. But what I didn't understand about her was you could see her sitting there stirring up that goddamn macaroni and cheese, trying to make it presentable. Like I'm from a place where I told y'all the reason why I ain't like macaroni and cheese as a child was because I used to see them goddamn white women on the commercial, the Kraft macaroni and cheese commercial. I used to see them, um, making the Kraft macaroni and cheese, and then they call little Timmy to the table, and that's the only fucking thing on the plate. And I used to be like, "What the fucking meat at? What the goddamn meat at? That ain't good." Oh, and then and that's what it remind me of. I can't recall what kind of noodles she said, but and she said she didn't use the elbow. But when in the end, when she was stirring it up, I thought she had made just corn. It looked like corn to me. Junji, I ain't messing, girl. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. All right, let's move on to the next contestant. So I done talked about Chat Rap Uppity. I talked about Rick. I've talked about MU and Brooke. So the last two is King Roman News and Rico. So we're gonna leave the winner for last, okay? And I did give Brooks points on presentation, but what threw me off was, yeah, I can be a teensy bit. But what threw me off was when she was stirring it up, it started looking like corn to me. But I had never seen orange corn, but it just looked like corn. I don't know. It was just something about it. And Yusuf made a really great point when he said that once that marshmallow melts and it crystallizes, it kind of I could see it crystal. I could see it. Okay, so I would definitely eat at King Roman Noodle's house. If King Roman offered me to come to his house and have dinner, I would definitely eat at his house simply because he has a very clean house. Now, his flavor, and I understood his jerk. Like, I'm not a spicy, I can't do spicy. So I understood him making his own jerk sauce. And honestly, I haven't ever really, I don't know, it's just something about the certain flavors. I'm an Italian, Mexican, Southern, um steakhouse type of female. I ain't never really cared for, like, the only thing I can eat at a Jamaican restaurant is maybe some oxtails and some patties. If somebody say, "Come on, let's go to the Jamaican restaurant," I'm gonna be very y'all gonna hate me because y'all gonna say, "So the only thing you gonna eat is a patty?" I don't want all them plantains and stuff. That ain't for me. So, I mean, the flavor profile, it probably was good, and I think it would have been worth trying. Now, I can't lie, that damn macaroni and cheese was a little light skinned at it, but I don't give a fuck. Let me tell y'all something. I use a whole lot of white cheese, but that goddamn extra sharp cheddar gonna change all them motherfuckers. That's like mixing a motherfucking baby with a black and a white parent. You gonna get some color, goddamn it. You gonna get some color. You gonna be able to know that this baby got some color in it because I'm gonna use that extra sharp cheddar. Now I also use a little smoked Gouda. a little mozzarella, and I go for the goddamn. I do that cream cheese in my goddamn. I do. It give it that little tang to it. So yeah, I agree with James when it comes to that. And Rico used it too. So yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's get to the winner. The winner of the competition was Rico. At first, when I was watching them do their prep, and Rico had greased his pan, right? Yeah, I used some cream cheese and some sour cream. Twin, let me ask you something. Twin, when you did, okay, wait, I'm twin, stay still. I just saw you in the chat. I need to ask you a question, okay? So at first, when I seen Rico, and Rico had greased his pan with some he greased his pan with vegetable oil, and I was like, vegetable oil. Oh, that gonna be greasy than a motherfucker. And he put the paprika. Oh, I ain't gonna never say paprika, baby, because what the fuck is that? But he put paprika on it, and he, switched it around a little bit. Then he poured in his noodles and his, cheese and cheese sauce or whatever. And at first, I was like, mm. Now, generally, when I make my macaroni and cheese, if I'm gonna do it in my Pyrex, I'm gonna use some butter. So I'm gonna put the butter in my Pyrex, and when my oven has preheated, I'm gonna throw that Pyrex in the oven. Then when it come out, I'm gonna pour everything in, and I'm gonna put it in the oven, let it go. Butter. See, butter change everybody's life. Butter change everybody's life. Don't tell me you cook with no goddamn parquet. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's plastic. Butter change lives. Okay, I know they say that shit ain't good for you, but it sets the flavor profile. It does. So basically, I couldn't taste none of that shit. But when I tell you, when Rico pulled it out of the oven, it looked kind of like my mom's. And my mother she wasn't really a cook, but it was a few dishes that my mom made that made me really love her food. Growing up, you don't have an idea of what food is because you used to what these people done cook for you while you were growing up. But it seemed like that it's yes, that's a staple. That's a staple around here. I be having goddamn 5, 6, 7 packs of butter, and we're gonna come back to butter in a minute. But when he pulled that goddamn macaroni cheese out that oven, that shit was still bubbling, and then you could see the brownness around the sides of that goddamn Pyrex dish, and then the top was all goldenly, and it was goddamn just it was just bubbling. That kind of remind me of my mom macaroni and cheese because my mom used to tell me, she used to say, go get that macaroni and cheese out the oven for me. Just sit it on top, cut the oven off. And when I used to go get it out the oven, I could see the brownness around you could see straight through the Pyrex dish. So I could see the brownness around it. And then I used to be like, ooh, that shit gonna be so good. And then when he cut into the macaroni and cheese, you could see like, yeah, that's what time it is. And that's why I voted for him. What you say, Lindsay? She said, son with my mom. My stepfather was the chef in my house. My mom, oh, same with my mom. Oh nah, Sean. I can't do them hoes right there. Blue bunny country crop. If it don't, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You know, foods that have the ingredients on the side. I try and stay away from things that I can't pronounce. Butter just say butter. And And I buy a lot of butter, y'all. And the reason why I buy a lot of butter is because, first of all, sometimes I make my own butter, right? I make butter. And then I have butter, and then I have buttermilk. So when I make my cornbread, I got the buttermilk, and then I got my butter. Now, if I make my own butter, sometimes I will go ahead on and I will add herbs and garlic and spices. I put it in my little silicone mold, and I let it harden, and I wrap it, and I throw that shit in the freezer, right? That's what I do. And I also use a lot of butter because I go ahead on and I do some brown cinnamon. I do some brown sugar and some cinnamon. And that way, when I want to have me a little raisin toast with a little apple butter on there, I'm going to use some of my cinnamon butter. I teach y'all one day. I teach y'all one day. But yeah, y'all, I really enjoyed that. I really did. That's my review. Now, what aggravated me the most, like I said before, was up there in her motherfucking mouth. You fucking talk too goddamn much. It's okay to shade, but everything is not about you, uppity. That shit is so annoying and aggravating. Even, I mean, for a motherfucker to make me agree with the goddamn home invader. You know you done got on my motherfucking nerves. Before the competition, the home invader hit Pizza Live. And this motherfucker was shaking pills like, and then she like, what is that for? What was that? What was that? And everybody was like, have everybody taking their meds today? Cause bitch, you off your motherfucking rocker. And then she like, although she don't like me that much. And that lady was like, I don't even know you. I'm like, God damn, how you make me agree with the motherfucking home invader? Shit, I tried to give your ass a goddamn chance. Oh my God. The bitch will make you pop a pill. I ain't lying. Before that goddamn lie was over with, I had a motherfucking headache. And it was between her and that goddamn Brooke. I couldn't hear what the fuck nobody was saying. So, pizza, this is my review of the mac and cheese challenge. When you do the lasagna challenge, I'm still taking pills, baby. But when you do your review, I mean, I'm sorry, when you do your lasagna challenge, I suggest that, right, that's what I said too. I just read that part on Lynn T at June G. I need to go back and read what June G said. I do. I really, really do. Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My husband, I cook, but like I said, I cook certain things. If it's something that my husband wanted, he would cook, and he's a damn good cook. But I'm gonna come back to that because you right now. And I had said that too when it came to that other challenge they did the other week. Okay, so when it comes to the lasagna challenge pizza, if you're listening, my suggestion to you is once you got somebody on the big screen, I want you to just put everybody in the back, right? I don't know how they can break through and talk, but they need to be on mute when somebody's on the big screen and they're showing their process, and especially when they're presenting the final product. I want to hear what they had to say about their product, what they produce. I want to hear their process. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something in the background because I didn't know that this person said they use a smoked Gouda or they use a sour cream or something like that. But when we're in a competition, she gonna have to put them on mute. Like Sean said, when everybody is up on the panel and it's all the blocks that we see, then y'all could be shaded towards one another. But when people are presenting, I think that's unfair. And then for you to come back and say that did that Rico won because gay men were actually voting and we're for gay men, and then you start calling people mammies. No, bitch, your shit just didn't look presentable. Fuck it. Fuck it. You cannot say that shit. So, Pizza, that's my only suggestion. I think you did a great job. I appreciate you so much for giving us the entertainment. And thank you for doing this because if I'm not mistaken, whoever did the titty contest, they had something to say about the other competition last week, and they said that what on one K was we made it to 1.2K, bitch. How about that? Mo three, the B sector goddamn know how to do it. And one other thing, Ness, bitch, you wrong. How the fuck you gonna goddamn come live and try and say that lady scamming? We trying to get up a pot, and Rico walked away with a hefty pocket, baby. Sometimes I used to worry about Rico. Is you hungry? Did you eat yet, baby? But the day Rico walked away with a hefty goddamn pocket, and if he even went down to the liquor store and bought him something to drink, motherfucking up in there, that's his goddamn business, bitch. You just mad you didn't win. And when you was up there talking about you were gonna spread another 1K on the motherfucking counter, you better clean that motherfucking counter first, bitch. We don't want to see that filth. All right, y'all. So if Sean is still in chat, I have a question for you before I go. I'm so out of breath. I done lost my motherfucking voice fucking with the beef sector today. But Sean is someone said that they tried to go over on my wish list and it didn't give them a place to actually put the address. Did you actually put the address that you already had, or did you just make the purchase and then worry about the address because you knew that it was gonna get to me? Can you put that in the chat? Okay, you here? So did you put in an address that you already had, or did you just make the purchase on my beautiful coloring book? But and then you just let Amazon do what it did. So you used the address you had. God. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go and unprivate the list because I'm not sure of how you do it. And that's what I was explaining to them. I wasn't sure because, like I said, I didn't even ask anybody to send me nothing for my dad. It's not shut up. It's not set up where Amazon ships. Okay, so I need to figure that out. I'll unprivate it. If people come in and they fuck with it, they just fuck with it. If they do, that's shame on them. Fuck them. But I really do. If you saw some things over there and you felt like you wanted to help me have some type of mental stimulation while I'm in the hospital and in my healing days, because it's not just the hospital. You said just set up a new list and send us the link in the band. Okay, I could do that. But I think that it's gonna help me with my recovery. I'll be using my mind to actually stimulate my thoughts, and it won't. My whole goal, y'all, is to get off Capra, stop with the and get back to living my life. That's my goal right now. And I realized I ain't have shit to goddamn do while I was in the hospital, but look at YouTube. And I don't want YouTube to be my only entertainment. I want to actually utilize my mind by working some of those crossword puzzles and some of those logic puzzles and do the best I can. And I want to be able to coordinate colors and stuff like that. So what I will do is I will create a list, put it in the band, And yes, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna end. I'm about to go gargle my mouth with some warm salty water so I can get my goddamn voice back. Cause I sound worse than goddamn the motherfucker gonna sound tomorrow. You said if you set up where to ship to, it doesn't give your personal it doesn't give your personal address. It just sends what they purchased to you. Okay, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna play around with it once I end this, and then yeah. So thank you, Sean. Thank you, Lynn T. I appreciate you for coming in and checking me out, June G and Blackberry, Miss Blackberry. Thank you so much for coming over and checking me out. Please thumbs up the video on the way out. And I'm just going up. Miss Naomi. Girl, look. Naomi. Oh damn, you don't went back to school. Okay, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow because I don't know if you still work part time. Naomi, if you still in chat, I don't know if you still working part time at your part time job, but I'm definitely gonna give you a call tomorrow. Good night, and I appreciate you all, and bye, y'all.